I love this rainy weather. It fills up my hollow bones just right. And I love this rainy weather. The dripping sings me to sleep when I can't sleep at night. And I love this rainy weather. It fills up my hollow bones just right. And I love this rainy weather. But I wish I could cry the way I see God cry. Christ! The last time I saw you cry was Tuesday of last week, and I wasn't sure why. The skies just kind of opened up, and I sat there beneath it in a puddle of mud next to the memory of my favorite swing set as a kid and wondered if it was my fault that you were sad that day. And I wonder what I did. But Jesus, the last time I saw you cry was in a dream that I had late last night, and I held you tight against my bosom, and you wept until I was drenched, and I said, I'm sorry, God! I'll never do that again! But the other day I met this girl who talked about love like she actually believed it was real. And this child and I, we shared a brief conversation about a few things that we thought we could feel. I do not mean to shatter your naivety. Darling, you've so much yet to see. Little girl. And she shook her head and smiled like I was the one that was the child. She said, Mister, open up your eyes and I'm going to show you the world. I said, people talk a whole lot about having a vice, well, I've got three. It's insecurity, depression, and this growing anxiety. She said, I don't mean to cut you off at the seams or one up you or anything, but I drank too much soda pop as a child, and I'm addicted to caffeine. I mean, no, mister, I mean, you know that's not what I mean. I mean, at least you maintained your honesty. Well, little girl, you don't even know what I mean, but the blind were born blind so that one day they could see. And unless you become as a child, unless you become like me, you're making excuses for yourself, Levi. You're holding on to reasons to stay angry. So what did I used to write about in 6th grade when I sat against the fence and watched the world slip away? How me and my imaginary girl sat beneath that weeping willow tree and watched God's teardrops drip from the branches reaching out to me till we were anything but lonely. Oh, I love this rainy weather. It reminds me of being a kid when I wasn't in such a hurry to love that rainy weather. It reminds me of being younger, back when I didn't worry, but I worry more than ever now. And I can't stop pacing these hallways. And my biggest secret is that I don't have any secrets left, and I'd like at least one to hold on to so that I can still seem sexy and mysterious to you. But I want to be excited about concerts again. I want to beg and scrape for the nickels and dimes and tell my parents that I'm going to be fine, and no, I'm not going to jump in the pit when everyone knows I'm going to jump in the pit, and no, Mom, there is nothing violent about the chariot. Next to the memory of my favorite swing set as a kid is a ghost of me staring up at me, wondering what he did. And as he lets the sand filter through his hands, it clumps in the puddle of tears. He's sitting in and we whisper in unison, God, I must have bummed you out again. But I love this rainy weather. It reminds me of so many beautiful memories. And just like you said to me, the times that I cry are the times that I feel the most. So if I find another secret to hide, you will never know. I want to feel like I can't maintain control, and if I let it all out, then I'm going to have to bare my soul. All I want is a hand to hold on to. No. All I want is for you to heal my dad's back. Why is that so hard for you to do? I hate this rainy weather. It reminds me of being a kid when I would trust without question. And aren't there so many questions? Why